how you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though. All my niggas.
What up, chat? It's your boy Slicktor Victor, and we are back with another episode. So now look, looks like Brick Baby and Wack 100 are at odds again. Brick Baby's been locked up in the feds, Wack's still been exposing them, and now Brick is saying that he got some paperwork on Wack, and Wack is responding to that. So shout out to Clubhouse TV, the 100 side of the trenches, Wack 100 for the content. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. We about to get into this right now, y'all. Let's go.
In the block.
Every now and then you gotta spank the kids, man. Why? I don't know why. We got the little dude, Brick Baby. He's steadily woofing. The crazy part about it is, all you guys watching me for a couple years accused Brick Baby of being caught with a assault rifle on June 23rd, 2023. All you guys heard Brick Baby deny it, even to a point where I had him crying on No Jumper. Remember, he was sitting on the couch, sniveling and crying, talking about he gonna put Kill Squad in the streets and all this old crazy stuff. And I don't know how Wack, the thing was, he didn't know how Wack knew.
So let me just give you a little context of what's happening now. Brick Baby's paperwork has recently come out. It looks like Brick's getting a plea deal to get out of this case, but all of the gun cases and everything, the AK-47 and all that stuff are all dropped. So I don't know what's going on with that. And Wack said he'd been working. Wack and 600 said he'd been working, right? So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Is Brick Baby an informant? Is Brick Baby working with the police? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Let's get back to the content.
He didn't know because by the time he got to the substation and called, people telling him Wack is on Clubhouse saying you got caught with a K. That's what he's saying. So in his head, he like, how Wack know about what just happened? I used to always tell him, yo, Brick, you grow like a lot of Paru up in her. She know.
So if y'all don't know, one of Wack's little homeboys, one of the Paru, shout out to the big Paru, Wack 100. Yeah. Wack always got somebody to keep tabs on somebody. So Wack's little man's has actually been knocking down Brick's wife for the last few years, I believe. There's a couple of little homies Wack got, but he about to explain that too. Let's get back to the content.
She like that rolling neighborhood 20s up in her too. She know. She know. But nevertheless, Brick, I called out the date, the year, and you denied it. See, one thing about Wack, I don't make accusations without the documentation. And a lot of y'all say things and it lets us know, us older cats that been around, who never heard of you dudes, never knew who you guys were. You guys were never part of the conversation. When we was out here kicking in doors and opening doors and really conducting real business, y'all wasn't part of the conversation. A lot of y'all come in way later after you got to know somebody way later, and then you try to tie yourself into them like you was there the whole time. No, I've never heard of a Brick Baby. The only, the other name we heard is the boy that unalived Nipsey Hussle. We knew who he was. We seen him around. We knew who he was. But we never heard of you. Why? Even Lush, when I got at Lush, I said, Lush, you don't know Brick Baby from the LA streets. You know Brick Baby from Atlanta.
Lush is such a follower. I just got to say that, man. I never really liked that dude. He's part of the reason why I don't watch a lot of the No Jumper episodes anymore. But just to throw that out there, man, let me know what y'all think about Lush in the chat. I think he just be trying too hard, man. I don't know.
From Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a few documents that I got that I may not want to show on this go-round because it's about your family. Yeah, Brick, your family's in heavy law enforcement. You got a stepdaddy or granddaddy or something that's high ranking to LAPD, sheriffs and all that. So, you know, it's a lot of things we're going to cover. You lied to Adam. You told Adam you needed bail. The federal documents say you didn't have a bail. They let you out. They let you go. See, Brick, today we're going to go over the little content you ran on me. And then I'm going to dissect everything. See, everything you want to accuse me of verbally, I'm going to show the actual paperwork on you physically.
If there's one thing we always know Wack got, it's paperwork. Wack always got the work. Pyro, let's go. Yeah. Where's the work, Wack? Where's the work?
We're going to touch on a few things. You mentioned Stutterbox. You mentioned Stutterbox's car being shot up, one of his phantoms. You mentioned that I had a conspiracy to commit murder charge for that, for his car being shot up. This was what you're saying. Brick, you like 37. You was probably 17 years old when Stutterbox's car got shot up. That happened in 2005. Brick. Now, I tell y'all, a lot of these people call themselves gang members was never around when the gang banging and when the real politics was going on in these LA streets on the build of what it is today. They wasn't around when we was creating the Nipsey Hustles. They wasn't around. You can't go back and hear their name on a rap song. You can't go back and see them in a video. You can't go back to no blog on YouTube and see anybody remotely talking about these dudes. Brick Baby, for one, when we do the research on you, Brick Baby, you was claiming another hood, Harlem 30 Crib. That's not an NAC neighborhood. They ain't fall up under the neighborhood thing. They tell you they the original Crips. And then I guess you start hanging around the 6-0s. You end up getting shot because you walking down the street not knowing what's going on, lame to the game, and then you run to Atlanta. You don't do what a loca do. Stay here and handle your wax. This is why it ain't never been a retaliation for you getting bust on. Why you wasn't nobody over there. 2, you ran to Atlanta. Everybody. I said, Lush, stop fronting like you heard a Brick in these LA streets. Nah. He said, nah, Wack, you right. I heard a Brick in Atlanta. Lil Woody said, yeah, Brick lived across the street from my grandmama or my auntie. Brick, let's knock it off, bro. You ain't that. You ain't all this squabbling up. We don't know nothing about that. All the homies tell me about you in the bounty was he knew how to keep his mouth shut. You told on yourself when you so-called exposing Crip Mac, talking about, nigga, you got ran when we was in the county together. How another neighborhood getting ran when another neighborhood is there? That means you being a good boy bounding down over there sitting on the bunk. Can't no Paru get ran in front of me. You got to run us both. This is just, see, if y'all listen to him, he'll tell on himself. I'm gonna let y'all.
See, look, this is what Wack, when you hear Wack start doing all the power rules and stuff, Wack mean business, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna get back to the content, but I had to say that. Wack is about to fire up something crazy. Now, I'm just watching this with y'all. I haven't even pre-watched this, so we learn all of this together. This is crazy.
I'll listen to him, and then I'm gonna read his documents. See, one thing about it, they say a lot about Wack, but they can't produce nothing on me. I'm probably the most loudest, credible, most successful dude in this blogging podcast world that come from where I come from. Nobody. Not Adam, not academics, Joe Buttons, maybe, Noriega, Gilly. Them probably the only ones who has the lifespan that I have in this game, knowing what I know about this industry and these streets. You get what I'm saying? But the rest of these dudes, like Brick Baby and the rest of these dudes is new dudes to the scene. You know, I got to give it to 2-3 over there from Insane, because he was a youngster, but yet he was accessible to us. He was around us. Shout out to Blue. DW, I think, might have been doing time in prison at the time, but Nephew was around, and he'll tell you, we ain't hear nothing about none of these dudes' names. We ain't hear nothing about none of y'all. So Brick's accusations, we're going to go ahead on and we're going to get to the business about what his accusations are on Wack 100. Okay.
Hey, what's the big old deal? What's the big old deal? Don't see late, man. It's the Brick. I know y'all ain't heard from me in a minute. I'm just sitting back, kicking it, man. But you know, Mr. Face down, ass up, and mentioning my name so much that I got.
Well, if y'all watched the Brick Baby video he put up yesterday, he had a little cartoon in the beginning. It's not funny at all. It's a dude laying on the bed in the stomach. Brick is peeking up through the window and some girl coming in the room like this. As you know what that's from. But anyway, it was kind of trash to me. Brick, why you got your character looking up into the window, though? That's diabolical.
I don't even have to defend myself, so I'm not even going to get on here.
Oh, you got to defend yourself. You are a rat. We're going to keep it moving.
Like, I'm going to defend myself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get no points for not telling. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. So I'm not going to shower myself with flowers. None. You know what I mean? You people that feel like you need to be showered with flowers because you didn't tell, that mean that it was a thought in the back of your head that you could get off on somebody. But this is all I want to know. Mr. Cash Jones, Wack 100, right? Whatever happened to the case that was filed on you for conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? We just want you to go get the paperwork to all the cases that you've had filed against you. We don't.
Okay. He said, what happened to the case filed on me for conspiracy to commit murder? Let's cover that. See, first and foremost, there we go. I want y'all to see what this is. You see that? See, this is what you call paperwork. See that? We call this paperwork. See, let me show you. See what you call paperwork. See, there you go. Y'all can go to Pace and pull this up yourself. Now, when we say somebody got a case, that means it's a filing on that individual, right? Right. So let's go to the case. He said it's a case on Wack to conspiracy to commit murder. I challenge you, Brick Baby, or anybody in the world to ever find any document where a charge for conspiracy to commit murder was ever pinned on my name. This dude was a bozo. But what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you his case for conspiracy to commit murder. That's on the case he has now. This is what we going to do.
Uh-oh, Wack must have found some word.
Let's scroll down here.
In the block.
Okay, introduction. Check this out. I'm just gonna read this to y'all. Defendant Zaire Mitchell asked his court to be released pending trial, arguing that a secure property bond is sufficient to reasonably assure his appearance and the safety of any other persons or the community. To the contrary, defendant's criminal history shows a dedication to crime and recidivism, no matter what the consequence. Moreover, his content during the investigation, his conduct during the investigation in this case shows that the same dedication to a life of crime and inability to comply with the rule of the law. The indictment first alleges that defendant is shooting at individuals, possessed ammunition, expelled from a firearm on July 12, 2022. This is the feds talking. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call. I want y'all to listen to me. See, one thing about Wack 100, the exposers, we ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna read you this, right? Check this out. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call arguing with his significant other, in which she repeatedly recounted that defendant had pointed a gun at her while she was holding his infant child. Watch this. Execution of a search warrant at defendant's home followed, and 3 firearms, including a AK-47 style gun and over 125 rounds of ammunition, were found. After law enforcement seized these weapons and arrested defendant, he continued to commit crimes. In March 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment. No jumper, you know what he go on to rants, the same place with 4 extras, and Spody Face came up there and marked him out and told Cuz, come outside, Cuz, neighborhood crip, when he let DW Flame diss him and call him that disrespectful word in his face, and the nigga didn't do nothing about it. So them real neighborhoods came up there and he would not come outside. Pay attention.
I remember that. I think that was, 2 years ago, maybe last year. Yeah, Brick wouldn't go outside. He definitely wouldn't step out the building. What's up with that, Brick? Shoot it down in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think about that.
In March 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possession of firearm during that incident. Throughout 2024, defendant made claim online of murdering people and threatening to do the same to others. Then on March 18, 2025, the day before his arrest in this case, defendant went on a live video podcast with someone who he had previously threatened to kill, loose cannon. During the podcast, sitting across from that person, defendant brandished a firearm in his waistband. When defendant was arrested the following day, an unsecured firearm with multiple magazines of live ammunition matching that seen in the defendant's waistband on the podcast were found where defendant was staying with his young child. All of the above conduct occurrence after years of violent crimes, firearm possession, evading charges, troubling conduct throughout the internet. Defendant lengthy periods of incarceration and supervision have not deterred him from continuing to commit dangerous crime. There is no reason to believe this arrest will be any different. And the safety of the public demands the defendant remains detained. Now, I want you to pay attention to what's being said. What they spelling out is he had a shooting case that they got the tape of in July of 2022. Pay attention. Then you got caught, you on the phone threatening to kill your baby mama. We're going to get to that. There's more details in that. You're threatening to unalive your baby mama. Because you was threatening to unalive your baby mama, Brick Baby, the feds hit your house and then found the K, June 2023. You understand what I'm telling you?
Pretty much Wack is saying, with all of these cases, how's Brick just keep escaping the law? Now he might be getting out, they say, by December. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know that in the comment section below.
But yet, you don't have the shooting case of 2022. You don't have the conspiracy to commit murder on your baby mama. It ain't there, but it's on the federal wiretap. But we gonna talk about it. Defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. This work. Let's get to it. Let's run it up. Click that subscription button, thumbs up, send me some super chats. Let's get it going. In the first several months of 2023, defendant was intercepted on multiple court-authorized Title III wiretaps, both on his phone and on his associated phone, on his associate phones. On multiple calls, defendant discussed criminal activity. Throughout March 23, defendant discussed how, let's stop. March, we in 2023. Pay attention. Defendant discussed how the mother of one of his children accused him of pointing a gun at her, and defendant claimed it was a lie. But on June 20th, 2023, a second person accused defendant of the same conduct. That day, defendant's significant other, KC, stated, "You pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your effing daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your bitch ass." Defendant responded, "I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Ever since I've been with you, you've been a problem." The following day, defendant argued with KC again about her picking up his daughter, ordering her to take the fucking baby outside, you stupid B. You sit in the house all day. You's a dumb asshole. KC told defendant she could not walk or drive because defendant effed up her leg. He beat her. And that he was the one who hit on people. Defendant responded, "Man on 6-0, shut the F up, you B.I. I just told you, nigga. You keep playing with a nigga. You just want to see a nigga." Defendant told KC to leave and said that they were done. On the same day, KC stated, "It's so fucked up that you can't even apologize for the shit you do. You never apologize for treating me bad, pulling a gun out on me like this. This shit is not cool, but you want me to go do shit for you. You talking about you don't want me, shit, you got me going to do things for you, but you gonna pull a gun out on me and my child though, right?" Defendant responded, "On 6-0, yeah." You don't get it. I don't give a F, B.I. I don't.
Wack has single-handedly taken down the entire, like, no one even looks at neighborhood Crips no more like they're anything but clowns and jokes to me. It's just hilarious, but this is all Wack, man. Wack been killing them on the internet. He made look what happened to Loose Cannon. Look at Big U bowing down now, apologizing to us. Wack, I need you to let the streets know everybody's snitching. And now look at Brick the Trick. This is crazy.
Give a F. I don't. On 6-0 Crip, nigga. Let me see what I noticed about Brick Baby. When he in front of this camera, he do a lot of talking. When he in front of a female, he do a lot of banging. But we ain't never seen him confront a man. The only time we seen him confront a man is when goddamn Prince from Insane collared him up by his neck and deboed him. We all
Yo, chat, y'all remember that when Brick Baby got yoked up at No Jumper and his kids was there? That was crazy, dog. Wack me remembering everything.
watched it. That's the only time we seen him with a confrontation with a man and he got handled like a female. Let's keep going. Firearms and ammunition are recovered from defendant's home. Following the above mentioned calls, law enforcement obtained search warrant for defendant's home. So the wiretaps that they got, right? They like, okay, this dude talking about unaliving his girl, he must got something. So they use that to get the wiretaps, right? Law enforcement obtained search warrants for defendant's home, car, and person. Inside his home, law enforcement found the 3 firearms and ammunition listed in count 2 of the indictment: a .380 caliber pistol, a 9mm caliber pistol, and a 5.56 by a 45 caliber assault rifle style firearm and over 125 rounds of ammunition. Defendant tried to drop some of the firearms and ammunition from his balcony into the courtyard of his home, but they retrieved them. In addition to the intercepted calls online, defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March 2024, defendant crashed out at his place of business. I had him do this one. Threatening to shoot people and eventually fighting a security guard. Defendant later admitted in separate interviews that he had a firearm on him during the altercation and that he brought his daughter with him to the studio. Y'all remember this, right? Old Brick.
I told you his daughter was there. He had his kid there. That was crazy.
Oh, nigga, on 6-0. I'm a fuck kill squad in the street. On 6-0. You ain't gonna do nothing. Nigga, you's a buster. You can't even barely walk. Your spine all twisted and bent. Nigga, the nigga bust on you, hit you. You ain't never did nothing about it. You's a mark. All right? In June 2024, defendant argued over the phone with the individual and claimed he had killed more people than the other had fought. Defendant stated that he swore it to be true on his 4 babies, which he repeated many times. And later attempting to downplay this claim, defendant stated that even if he had one murder, that would be more than the person he's talking to. Loose cannon. Remember?
He literally said all of this too on No Jumper. And this it's just crazy. Like, he's admitting all of this stuff on the national news, on No Jumper News, and these cases is just going away. So you know what? I'm gonna let y'all finish up the content on what that Wack's talking about. Y'all can head over to Clubhouse TV, but let me know down in the comment section below. Do y'all think Brick Baby is ratting? Do y'all think Wack 100 is right? Speak on it. If you've seen him say all of these things, right, and use the FBI, would you drop the charges on him unless he was talking and giving y'all some information? Let me know down in the comment section below. It's your boy Slicktor Victor. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Like, share, subscribe. Go check out the rest of the content on Clubhouse TV. Also, go check out what Brick Baby had to say on his channel. The video dropped yesterday or the day before. Go check that out. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Slicktor Victor. We up out here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's go!